What if there was a simple financial principle that could turn your modest savings into life-changing wealth? Without needing a higher salary, without cutting every expense, and without taking massive risks. Imagine a financial law so powerful that Albert Einstein reportedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. You don't need to be a genius to use it, but if you ignore it, you'll work much harder for a lot less your entire life. That principle is compounding. I'm Jitin Modi, your personal finance strategist. Every day, I help people like you, hard-working professionals, entrepreneurs, parents, navigate money challenges and build stress-free financial lives. And today, I want to help you understand one of the most misunderstood yet transformative ideas in all of personal finance. It's not just a concept, it's a lever. And once you pull it, your future changes forever. The truth is, most people are trapped in a mindset that says wealth comes from working harder, earning more, and spending less. But there's a missing piece. And that piece is knowing how to make money grow on its own without your constant effort. That's what compounding does. It gives your money a job, so it works for you even while you sleep. Let's break it down. Compounding happens when the returns on your investment start generating their own returns. It's like planting a mango tree. In the beginning, all you see is the seed. Nothing seems to be happening. But you water it. You nurture it. One day it grows into a tree. That tree starts producing fruit. You eat some, but you also plant more seeds. Those seeds grow into new trees, each giving more fruit. Over time, what started as one small seed turns into an entire orchard. That's the power of compounding. Let's make this real with a simple example. Suppose you invest Rs 10,000 pounds at an annual return of 10%. After the first year, you earn Rs 1,000 in interest. So now you have Rs 11,000. In the second year, your return is not calculated just on the original Rs 10,000, but on Rs 11,000. So you earn Rs 100 this time. In year 3, it's Rs 210, and so on. With each passing year, your wealth accelerates, not linearly, but exponentially. That's why compounding doesn't just work, it multiplies. Now let's look at two individuals, Rahul and Priya. Rahul begins investing Rs 10,000 a month at age 30. Priya starts later at 40, but doubles her contribution to Rs 20,000 a month. They both invest until they're 60 and earn 12% annually. You might assume Priya ends up ahead because she's contributing twice as much. But Rahul, who started earlier, ends up with nearly double the wealth. He ends up with around Rs 3.5 crores. Priya finishes with just under Rs 2 crores. The math is simple. Compounding doesn't reward the highest contributor. It rewards the earliest. This is what most people get wrong. They believe that investing is for the rich, that it only makes a difference when you have large amounts to spare. But compounding doesn't care how much you start with. It only cares how long you give it to work. Rs 1000 SIP started at 25 can beat Rs 5000 SIP started at 40. Not because the amounts are different, but because time is the real currency of compounding. Here's the part people rarely talk about. Compounding isn't always positive. If you ignore it, it can work against you. Just look at credit card debt. Let's say you owe Rs 1 lakh at 36% interest per year. That's Rs 36,000 in interest in 1 year alone if you don't pay it off. And next year, that interest also earns interest. Over time, your debt multiplies faster than you can earn. This is compounding working in reverse. It doesn't care whether you're building or destroying wealth. It just does its job. So if you don't understand it, if you delay it, if you ignore it, you're not just missing out. You are falling behind. Now I know what you might be thinking. Jitin, this sounds great, but I can barely save anything right now. How do I start investing? Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter how small the amount is. What matters is that you start. I had a client named Neha. She was earning just Rs 30,000 a month. After paying rent, groceries and transport, she had only Rs 1,000 left. But she committed to investing that Rs 1000 every single month through an SIP. She never skipped it. Today, 6 years later, her portfolio is worth more than Rs 1 lakh. And that's not including the increase in her income, which allowed her to increase the SIP over time. She started small, but she started. That's what made the difference. Compounding works best when you remove friction. Automate your investments. Set up SIPs. Forget trying to time the market or wait for the right time. The right time was yesterday. The second best time is today. Not acting costs you more than any market crash ever will. The real cost of inaction is invisible. It's the wealth you could have had but never built. It's the vacations you never took, the home you never bought, the freedom you never experienced, the financial security your family never had, all because you waited, or hesitated, or assumed compounding wasn't for you. But here's the truth. Compounding is for everyone. It doesn't discriminate by income, age, or profession. It only asks one thing of you: time. And time, once lost, never returns. This is why you don't need to be an expert to win with money. You don't need to read the markets daily or obsess over the news. You just need a plan that works, a system that runs on autopilot, and the discipline to stay consistent. Now, I want to make this easier for you. If you want to learn how to make compounding work in your specific situation, whether you're a young professional just starting out, a couple planning for your future, or someone in your 40s wondering if it's too late, I've created a private WhatsApp community where I break this down even further. Inside the community, I share practical strategies, answer your questions, and guide you step by step through building a compounding engine that runs without stress or confusion. Your number stays private. No spam. Just real insights that help you take action. Click the link in the description to join the community. Because if you wait another year, that's another year lost. But if you start today, even with just a little, you're already ahead of 99% of people who never start. Your money has incredible potential, but it needs your decision to unlock it. And once it starts working for you, you'll never want to go back to working only for money again. So the question isn't, should I start? It's, why didn't I start sooner? Let's fix that today. The link to join the WhatsApp community is in the description. I'll see you inside. Let's build wealth the smart, stress-free way.